Helping others can hurt you, but we all want to help and we eager to help because we call it love. But you can love someone so much that it wrecks you. And by the time you realize it, you're already lost. And you've lost something you can't fully get back. So don't get me wrong though, helping is good. I know I help a lot of people. But there's a difference between helping someone and rescuing them from themselves. You know, some people just lean on you for everything and just call on you for everything and you just be wore out. Rescue and keep them stuck though, because they not trying to do it for themselves because they know they can call you. And you know, you don't realize what it's doing to you while you're slowly sunk into their place, you know. And codependency happens. Some call it the savior complex. We want to help people because it makes us look good, it makes us feel good, but you know, you feel that you are the one who can fix everything and we hold everything together and save the day. You know, when you feel like you're the only one that can do that, believe me, you're not indispensable. No one is. And it feels noble, but it isn't when you're just always there to help and eager to help. And it robs you of the one thing that grows them and your peace, because you kind of lose yourself in helping. And as I said, if you're doing it to get attention, you know, like I had a friend, I had to just cut it loose, would call me at midnight for the same crisis. It went on for a long time. I always answered. And that's a cycle you are stuck in if you don't be careful, because they know you're going to come running. And you run to help your friend knowing the outcome will mess you up because you're getting up out of your bed and breaking your sleep at that time of night. And they kind of used to you coming and really don't think about the inconvenience, because a lot of people who are always asking for help is also selfish. But you being the person that you are, you get up and you go. And you know that when you do these things and it's more or less against how you feel, like you really don't want to do it, but you're doing it because maybe you want their attention. Maybe you need the attention, you know. And this friend, knowing the outcome will mess you up. They know that calling you like that isn't right, but they'll do it because you keep on loving them, you know, who fail, and they fall into the mess up trap again and again, calling you because they know you're going to come. And helping others is about, if it's about you feeling your feelings, we get afterwards and not about them at all. Some people crave being needed, and helping fills a hole that something else was supposed to fill. You know, people, if they lonely, you know, say, hey, I can call JPAAT'S. She'll come and sit for hours, and I know she's available and she won't say no. But I say, don't you get a feeling of pride after saving someone, or do you get an odd sense of emptiness when no one needs you? You know, we jump into these things because we're lonely and it fills our need. And you got to admit that and be honest, and pay attention to your own feelings. Why am I doing this? Why am I so available? What is this all about? And that is not generosity. It's not generosity. That is a desire for validation disguised as giving. That's what it is. And some people are concerned about how others see them, how other people look at them. I have to say I was guilty of that to some degree, and I had to make a decision that I wasn't happy with because I was thinking, oh, what they gonna face, what this one gonna say, what that one's gonna say, who's gonna talk about. But when we are running on empty and calling it love, burnout happens quickly. And it leaves you feeling resentful. And the worst case scenario is helping someone with resentment, And real care actually comes from a full place, not an empty one. And when we can love people without losing ourselves or sacrificing our peace, that's what we have to do. That's what we have to remember. And ask yourself, are you helping because you need it or because you need to be needed? Stop performing peace and start protecting it in yourself, and do things at your discretion and not for any adoration from anyone. Or if you're lonely and you helping somebody because it gives you something to do to keep from being lonely, you got an issue you need to deal with. Get that fixed first, because you want to help people from a whole place, not a place with motive and something else attached to it that's going to cause you to be resentful and really don't want to be helping, but you're doing it to fill your own shortcomings. So pay close attention to that and get it right, because it doesn't help anyone if you're doing things and you're not doing it for the right reason. Thanks so much to everyone for watching JPAAT'S Little Pieces of Wisdom. I've experienced this one, so I had to talk about it and I think to some degree, I'm still not totally all out on it, but I'm realizing and looking at the full picture on it all the time to decide, where is this coming from? How genuine is this? Thanks so much for watching JPAAT'S Little Pieces of Wisdom. I appreciate it. Like, share, comment, hit the notification bell. And I'm going to be doing more long contents going forward.